Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Transformers 1, and this is a new animated film, the untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, and how the Autobots and the Decepticon came about. And this film was directed by Josh Cooley, who directed Toy Story 4, a film that I'm a huge fan of, and really don't understand a lot of the hate, or the dislike, or apathy towards that film. And here he captures the best, without a doubt, best Transformers movie that we've seen. And with all these years, these live action films in the world of Michael Bay, this was such a breath of fresh air, and no humans, all focusing on the Autobots in this character-driven film that really fleshes out the dynamic between Orion Pax and D16, who would eventually go on to become Optimus Prime and Megatron, respectively. You feel their dynamics. You have Elita 1 and B-127, aka Bumblebee, who are building these connections with Pax, aka Optimus Prime. And this team dynamic trying to stop Sentinel Prime, voiced by John Hamm, who's corrupt and leading this grand city into the wrong directions. And there's this conspiracy about why none of the Transformers have their arcs, their reactors, their life force that allows them to change. And this journey is finding this group of beings finding that again. And this film has incredible action. It is thrilling, it is well choreographed, it's well rendered in animation, and all of those things make this a thrilling ride. It has a fun sense of humor. It never takes itself too seriously for most of the film before the third act, where it does really start to understand the weight of this story. And the action is just pulsating, propulsive. It's so well put together. There's so many great moments. The animation is incredible. There's one particular sequence at the climax of this film, this cross-cutting montage of how Megatron and Optimus Prime became them. And the animation in that sequence is breathtaking. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the designs of the characters and how they animate them. Their dynamics are great. There's great chemistry. I think Chris Hemsworth and Brian Tyree Henry, seeing them evolve throughout this film and their voices evolve into the voices and the beings we expect them to be. In terms of Optimus Prime and Megatron, Scarlett Johansson and Keegan-Michael do a great job as Elita and Bumblebee. In this supporting role, you have Lawrence Fishburne as Alpha Trion, who does a lot of the exposition and really explaining things, but brings this weight with his voice. John Hamm is just such a jerk in this, and he really sells it. Having Steve Buscemi as Starscream was a really cool addition as well. And you have the story that has some familiar beats and common narrative structure, but it's the characters that really elevate this. It's the action, the animation that really brings it together. There's one scene, like I mentioned already, about the real birth of Optimus Prime and Megatron, that might be one of my favorite scenes out of any movie this year, because it delivers in such an impactful way. Cooley has a great eye for how this story is going to play out on screen in animation. There's a wonderful, big action, really emotional climax to this film. Like, my jaw dropped with how cool it was between the music and the visuals and just the actions of these characters and the evolution that they go through. This is a thrilling and exciting and fun experience. It has you pumped up by the end in terms of really capturing, I'm not even a big Transformers fan, but I bought into the mythos, the story, the characters so deeply that this takes you for a ride that's so unexpected and so much more joyous and deep and enriched than any other Transformer film up to this point. But those are my thoughts on Transformers 1. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.